Hi, I'm Kathy Kolb, president of Kolb Net Works and publisher of NorthCentralPA.com. I'd like to talk with you today about why you should choose Kolb Net Works as your website developer, or if you're already a client, why you should retain us. I've been thinking about this quite a bit, and it's one of those videos that I'd like to send out to all of our clients and prospective clients and just say, here's what I think. First of all, it's experience. I started the company in 1996, and that's a while ago. We've seen a lot in those years, and the web has grown tremendously in those years. We've seen a lot of good and a lot of bad, and we have changed how we build websites, the software we use, the methods we use. We've always tried to stay with web standards, best practices, and supportable websites. We want to build you a website that not only looks great and works great today on launch day, but also is ages well, is easy to update with content and pictures, and easy to update the engines like Drupal and WordPress if needed, and supportable, so that if for whatever reason you go with some other web developer in 10 years, you know, that it's very supportable. That's why we stick with the most popular content management systems and things like that. So number one reason to choose or to stay with Kolb Net Works is experience. The experience I have and the experience my staff has, which is number two, that we have a staff. There's usually 3 or 4 of us on board, depending on workload and things. This is very different than a lot of shops have one web person, or maybe they're a person working on their own and it's just them. And boy, is there a difference between a team and a person. A team, we look at each other's ideas and designs and we discuss it. There's always someone there to say, hey, would you take a look? What do you think about? How does this hit you? And, you know, we review our designs before they go out. We talk about it. We argue about it sometimes. We get into discussions. You know, do you think that's a good usability to put that particular navigation that way? And, you know, so you get a depth with a team that you just don't get with a single person. A single person can design a website, man, they think it looks great, you know, because there's no one to ever give them criticism. They're in their own shop. It's very different. The other thing is that when you have an issue, for instance, we have a trouble ticket system where you go online to support.kolbnetworks.com and you enter in your trouble ticket on your website. That actually gets emailed to all of us, and whoever is best able and for that ticket claims it. And I mean within 10-15 minutes we get claimed. You get a confirmation email that yes, we've received your trouble ticket. We all get notified that there's a client service request, and it gets taken care of. You can also email us, but the very best way is the support ticket system. We try very much to answer the phones instead of going to voicemail and messaging. So we're very available. One person, you know, what are they going to work 8, 10, 12 hours, and that's it. 3 people, there's just a lot more depth there for different skills. And I think you're going to get a quicker turnaround with your service requests, and with the support ticket system. It's trackable. We know exactly where it is, who's on it, and at what stage. If somebody else has to pick it up, or we transfer it to another person, it's all traceable there in the threads. So It's a very strong system. So the team. The number one would be experience. Number two would be the team approach, that it's not just one person. You know, if you need a domain name switched at 4 p.m. Friday afternoon, and believe me, that's when a lot of them happen, you don't really want to have to depend on one person. It's better to depend on 3 or 4. I often tell folks, even after they leave us for, you know, whatever reason, they have a developer closer to them or whatever, feel free to leave your domain name registration with us. I don't make any money out of it, having your domain name on our account at Network Solutions or GoDaddy. But if the day will come when you need a DNS change, and I see it so often that they can't get a hold of that one guy for the DNS change. So it's safe with us. Number 3, availability. We are so available. It's good for business, but I have an iPhone. When the business phone rings, my iPhone rings. Some of my other guys also simul ring on that phone. We have a 2-hour turnaround time goal, a minimum, that I don't want to see a voicemail go 2 hours without being returned, a phone call and things like that. So we really work and try to address these issues that one of the most common complaints we get from new clients, they're coming to us from an existing, an older, previous web development firm, is that they can't get a hold of their web developer. They email and they phone and they talk to his mom, and and the emails go unreturned, and very common, especially with a one-man shop. So we take it very seriously. Again, we try to answer our own phones. We don't give you some menu system. You can email us, and also that very powerful system, the support tickets. Once it's on the ticket board, it's in everybody's mind. So we usually have weekly production meetings where we just follow up on each other, and, oh, did you get a hold of them? Did you get a hold of them? What's holding you up? What do you need? Things like that I think is an excellent thing that, again, can't happen with a single guy shop, that we try to catch up with things. So I'd say those are the 3 big reasons you should choose Kolb Networks as your web development company, or retain us. Availability, the team, and experience. I think you'll find these 3 things we have at a level that is pretty special. So if you have any questions, you can always call me, Kathy Kolb, 570-326-2888. And of course, you can find us online at kolbnetworks.com, KOLB networks.com. Sure would like to hear from you. Appreciate any thoughts and feedback you have on this. If you're wondering, I'm driving through north central Pennsylvania, on a beautiful June morning, on my way to, well, I won't go into that, but on my way. So, wish you the very best. Bye.